say like an hour-long porno, how long can that take to actually make IRL in real life?
To produce an hour-long scene.
Yeah.
Or of different scenes.
Yeah, just like the output of it, because like I mean, there's so many like in the porn that I watch, there's a lot of different angles, and when it's all pieced together, I mean, it kind of feels fluid, but like it's clear that like this was probably taken in a bunch of different shots, maybe over multiple days. I don't really know. Because it's just like there's no way that girl can get pounded like for an hour straight at that for like not possible. So like
that's completely true. And there's got to be breaks in between. There's got to be situations where people have to kind of relax a little bit. I wouldn't necessarily say days. I would say hours. It's kind of like in a working day. It'll take for an hour scene, 60 minutes of scenery. 60 minutes of footage. You're looking at anything between 9 and 12 hours of filming and breaks and things in between, situations that arise. Ping, there's another one.
Yeah.
Or situations that don't arise. But yeah, anything between 9 and 12 hours. Because it's when you've got something like that to do, you've got 60 minutes of footage to get to kind of piece together as a scene. Then you have to have an end product. You have to have something that is wanted by the directors and the people that you're paying to do it. So you have to make sure that it's done, and you kind of have to go back to the beginning sometimes, and you have to kind of reshoot and try to do things differently in a certain situation, and make sure that it all pieces together in the format that people have asked you to do it in, if that makes sense. Yeah. And sometimes that can take anything up to 12. I've been on set sometimes for 16 hours, and it's quite an arduous task. Not just for me. I'll just stand there and I'll press a button and you know, kind of make sure everything's in focus and make sure I'm in the right place. But for the people performing,
sure,
it's completely. It's like work. It's not like a relationship. It's not intimate. It's not something that people necessarily sometimes enjoy either.
Yeah.
And it's not work. It's going to work. It's going to make sure that you do something through that day that makes sure that you get paid for it, whether it be making nuts and bolts or whether it be, riding some guy's knob for 12 hours.
I can't even imagine how sore I would be. Like, I can't even. like how?
Insane.
Like, pussy of steel.
It's I say that in a kind of like a derogatory way, I suppose, but it's not like that because throughout the day, it's 12-hour day, sometimes a 16-hour day, but it's all broken up into different sections. Sometimes there'll be other girls that come in for different scenes. There'll be other performers that come in to do different bits and pieces. So it's not like it's all about kind of knobbing and shagging for 12 hours. Yeah. It's about creating that performance. And sometimes girls and sometimes guys as well are kind of offset for an hour at a time, relaxing or, doing something else, sitting on Facebook or whatever it is. It kind of desexualizes the pornography a lot. If people knew what went on behind the scenes as opposed to what was in front of the camera, then it's completely different. It's like your own relationships. It's like, especially some of mine, where you're in the moment and you're having a nice time, and the phone will ring or somebody will knock at the door. So you've got to stop and you've got to try and come up with some way of gaining that intimacy back after an hour's break or 30 minutes break or so on. And that's a regular occurrence. That's kind of like part of what people do as performers.